I'm Vicente, and we are beginning with that rain tonight, keeping an eye on the weather tonight. But it is a very welcome sight. We're finally getting some relief with the rain. Our photographer took this video while out in Northwest Houston today. You can see it was really coming down out there. And then I grabbed my camera and took this video in the Heights this afternoon. This was shot at about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. You can see it was coming down hard there, just dripping over the gutters. What a nice sight it was. And Mario, I hear we could be seeing some more rain tomorrow, and this could really help with all those wildfires we've been experiencing in the area. We will keep our fingers crossed. Thank you so much, Mario. Now to the latest on the former firefighter arrested in connection with the blaze investigators say may have been deliberately set at George Bush Park. We're getting a better idea of who Lonnie Henderson is from court records and those who say they knew him best. The latest fire burned 27 acres at the West Harris County Park late Thursday night. KHOU 11 News reporter Alex Sands is live at the Harris County Jail where the suspect is being held tonight. Alex. Texans are opening their hearts and their wallets to help families devastated by the massive wildfires in our state. Many aid organizations are running their relief efforts out of Austin, and today volunteers their work to sort and distribute a flood of donations. Organizers say the first step in a disaster like this is to provide for immediate needs like food and clothing. Volunteer groups say it's best to call ahead and find out what organizations really need before you drop off donations. And many residents who have lost their homes in the Tri-County wildfire still need your help. The Tegler Distribution Center in Hempstead says it has run out of several foods, including rice, beans, and breakfast grains. It's also in need of volunteers. If you can help, contact the Tegler Distribution Center at 281-414-7819. HPD has fired a patrol sergeant accused of crashing into a school bus while driving drunk. The accident happened in April in southeast Houston. No children were on the bus at the time. Prosecutors say Sergeant Ruben Trejo's blood alcohol level was more than twice the legal limit. We are working to find out the condition of a child hit by a car while riding her bike tonight. It happened near Park Point and McKinney Falls just outside Sugarland this evening. The 9-year-old girl was taken to the hospital by Life Flight. The driver stopped and we were told the charges are not likely to be filed. The death toll in the air show crash of a World War II era plane has risen to 9 tonight. Authorities are scouring amateur video like this one to find out what went wrong. In addition to the 7 people killed, nearly 70 people were injured and went to the hospital. Reporter Sandra Hughes has the latest from Reno, Nevada. And back here in Houston, preparations are going on for the Wings Over Houston air show at Ellington Field. But as KHOU 11 News reporter Lee Felici explains, pilots here say it's a whole different scene than the show that turned deadly in Reno. And just today, word of another plane crashed at an air show in West Virginia. Authorities say it was also a World War II era plane. It crashed and caught on fire during a routine at the Thunder of Blue Ridge air show. None of the spectators was hurt, but the pilot died. More fallout tonight over Michelle Bachmann's comments against Rick Perry and the HPV vaccine. A 16-year-old boy who fell into the Houston Ship Channel has been found dead. The teenager fell into the channel at Crown Point near the Washburn Tunnel about 6 o'clock last night. Authorities found his body about 3 hours later. No word on how he fell into the water. Police are investigating after a man was shot to death at a Northwest Houston apartment complex. Authorities are not saying much right now, but witnesses tell us the victim arrived at the complex late this morning to pick up his son. The apartments are located on West Montgomery at Garden City. We're told the victim saw a man and a woman arguing, and then the man turned around and shot him. No word on if any arrests have been made in the case. Governor Perry made a stop in Houston tonight to honor our country's fighting men and women. He was a keynote speaker at the annual gala for the Lone Survivor Foundation at Minute Maid Park. Governor Perry praised our country's troops, both past and present, and made a point of thanking the intelligence agents and Navy SEALs who tracked down and killed Osama bin Laden. The Lone Survivor Foundation provides therapy and other support to wounded American combat veterans and their families. Meanwhile, medical experts are challenging Michelle Bachmann to prove a claim she made about the HPV vaccine. Recently, Bachmann claimed to have met a mother who said her daughter developed mental retardation after getting the vaccine. 2 respected experts are offering Bachmann more than $10,000 to produce the mother and her daughter's medical records. In response, Bachmann says she's only saying what she heard and cannot vouch for the woman's story. Local young people are working to help other teenagers who've fallen on hard times. Today, youth groups from several churches help repair and refurbish Camp Agape. This is over in Southeast Houston. The facility serves as a home for teenagers coming out of CPS custody who have nowhere else to go.
So basically, you have teenagers with a home rebuilding for teenagers without a home.
People helping people. All right, officials say Camp Agape has helped more than 60 homeless teenagers get back on their feet. Hey Mario, everybody's clapping for you today.
Yes.
Sure was nice to hear that thunder and see all that rainfall today. You think we're gonna get some more?
You know, I'm probably going to get a better table today at a restaurant. That's how it's going to work out for me. That weather conditions will be cooling down just
88?
in time. Yeah, about 88,
Whoa.
maybe even 60s overnight as that front cruises through all the way into the Gulf waters this time. It's not going to hold up.
And we're hoping that rain does enough to put a little dent in the drought we've been having.
We hope a couple of dents
at
anyway.
least.
Yes.
All right, Mario, thank you so much. Well, before the rain came today, people gathered in downtown Houston for a celebration of freedom and Hispanic culture. It was all part of the 43rd annual Fiestas Patrias International Parade. There were mariachis, folk dancers, and lots of colorful floats. A fun time in downtown Houston. A warm welcome tonight for an astronaut just back from the International Space Station. We'll take you to his hometown celebration. And what's up with this sign that had women outraged? We'll tell you coming up. A local astronaut is back home tonight after a long trip into space. Earlier today, police cruisers and fire trucks escorted Ron Guerin to his house in Nassau Bay, where he got a big welcome home. All right, welcome back. Guerin has been on the International Space Station since April. Today, his house was decorated with 164 flags. Look at that, one for each day he spent in space. A sign at a construction site in Fort Worth is causing quite a stir among some women in the area. Take a look at the sign. It reads, "Men and equipment working." These days, many construction signs are gender neutral, so the wording took some women by surprise. They say the sign is sexist and invalidates their work. The sign was taken down by Friday afternoon. Construction crews say they found it in the river and decided to use it because their department does not buy road signs. There is the explanation. All right, big changes are coming not only to Reliance Stadium, but all 32 NFL stadiums across the country. The NFL wants all fans patted down from the ankles up before entering a game. This comes nearly a week after a fan used a stun gun on other fans at the stadium where the Jets play. So if you plan on going to a Texans game when they're back in town next month, you may want to get there early. But maybe not such a bad idea, Matt, to make sure everybody doesn't have a stun gun on them.
Exactly. And of course, we're continue to be in charge of pat downs here at the station.
That's right.
All right.
We want to make
That's
sure
good
that we don't have a stun gun with us, right?
All right, Vicente.
I knew it was going to be a busy day in sports when I heard Matt Musil on the radio bright and early this morning. You were up and at him quick, weren't you, Matt?
Thank you for tuning in.
Oh, yeah.
We've already had at least 10,000 downloads last time I checked. You betcha.
And we're watching for Arian Foster to play tomorrow.
Scheduled to go.
And the explosive defense. It's going to be a great Sunday for football.
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you, Matt Musil. Appreciate that. Why these folks are getting their groove on Discovery Green.